in performing our sworn duties in the West Philippine Sea. In this regard, we will continue our rotation and resupply missions on a regular basis. The welfare of our troops in the BRP Sierra Madre being a matter of utmost importance. The President has reiterated that we will not publish schedules of any RORE. We see the latest incident in Ayungin not as a misunderstanding or an accident. It is a deliberate act of the Chinese officialdom to prevent us from completing our mission. After our visit to our troops in Palawan yesterday, where the President personally talked to the troops involved in the RORE, we have now come to the conclusion that it was not a misunderstanding or an accident. We are not downplaying the incident. It was an aggressive and illegal use of force. We, however, continue to find peaceful solutions to this issue, as pointed out by the President, and I quote, "We are not in the business to instigate wars. The Philippines is a responsible state. We will continue to exercise our freedoms and rights in support of our national interest in accordance with international law," unquote. The President was inspired by the bravery and commitment of our soldiers in WESCOM, and they can be assured of the entire support of the armed forces and this administration in carrying out their duties to protect our territorial integrity, sovereignty, and sovereign rights. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Secretary Teodoro. We have room for questions, starting with Chona Yu, People's Journal.
Sir, good afternoon. Hello? Hello?
It's on.
Sir, during the meet and greet kahapon, what is the sentiment ng mga sundalo na nakamiting kahapon ni Pangulong Marcos sa Palawan?
I can unequivocally state, masasabi ko, na mataas ang moral ng ating mga sundalo. Sa harap nitong mga hamon na ito, lalo silang na-inspire at pag-iintigin nila ang pagpapatupad ng kanilang mga duties. At ang bisita ng ating Pangulo kahapon ay nagsemento ng kanilang moral. Nalaman ni Presidente ang totoong pangyayari, na-interview niya isa't isa, nalaman din niya ang kondisyon nila ngayon. Some have injuries na kahalubilo niya, hindi lamang yung na-injure kundi kanilang mga pamilya. At masasabi ko ulit na mataas ang moral ng ating mga kasunduluhan. In this regard, nagpapasalamat din ako sa mga kababayan natin na patuloy ang suporta sa ating Pangulo sa kanyang policies sa West Philippine Sea at sa ating kasunduluhan. I would like to take special mention to acknowledge the various business groups like Finex, Management Association of the Philippines, and the like that issued statements of support, unequivocal support. And today I would like to thank the Association of Generals and Flag Officers for issuing a statement fully supporting the thrusts of this administration and praising, ginawa rin ng ating Pangulo ito, the professionalism and restraint in the face of adversity, grave adversity by our troops. The President has said that he could not be prouder of each and every Filipino soldier, and I think all of us Filipinos share that sentiment.
Sir?
Thank you, Secretary, and thank you, Chona. We move on to Alan Francisco, PTV4.
Hi, Sec. Senator Francis Tolentino recommends the convening of the National Security Council on how the government should respond in this issue. Will President Marcos convene the National Security Council or at least the EXICOM?
Thank you for your question. So at this moment, the situation in Ayungin and the issues in the West Philippine Sea are effectively being managed by the National Maritime Council. In fact, nag-convene na rin yung National Maritime Council and acting on the direction of the President. So at this moment, we are not recommending for the convening of the National Security Council. However, the President has the discretion to convene the full Council or the Executive Committee anytime.
Okay, thank you, Secretary Anyo, and thank you, Alan. Next question is Alvin Baltasar, Radio Pilipinas. Please pass the mic.
Secretary, good afternoon po. Would you like to comment on several bloggers' claim that the government is selling the Philippines to the United States and putting us in the brink of war? And such claim, Secretary, might emanate from several developments such as enhanced military and economic agreements, as well as political alignment.
All right, let me quote the President first. We are not in the business to instigate wars. The Philippines is a responsible state. We will continue to exercise our freedoms and rights in support of our national interests in accordance with international law. Unquote. Now, these allegations fall squarely within the narrative. Pumapasok ito sa naratibo ng China na ginagamit nila itong mga propaganda lines na ito upang hindi natin patatagin ang ating sariling depensa at bumigay tayo sa kanilang agresibong mga galaw sa West Philippine Sea. Salamat na lang sa ating mga kababayan na 95% sa kanila hindi naniniwala sa ganitong mga propaganda at paratang. Sa kabila nito, lalong umiigting ang buong gobyerno sa ilalim ng ating Pangulo at ang sandatang lakas kung saan siya ay Commander-in-Chief na pagtibayin pa ang ating resolve na protektahan ang ating soberanya at ang ating sovereign rights sa West Philippine Sea. Tayo ay may karapatan dyan na pangalagaan ito para sa ating mga kababayan at walang propaganda ng kahit sino man na sinasabing binebenta natin ang ating mga sarili ay uubra dito dahil maliwanag itong mga galaw ng gobyerno na ito ay para sa Pilipino at para sa mga susunod na henerasyon. Kaya hindi ko alam kung saan galing ang mga taong nananakot na ganito.